It's time to set up my last few pages in my daily journal for the month of November. And if you would like to see what all I'm squeezing in with all the fall stickers and accessories, stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So as you can see, this is my name page or the cover page or the very first page that you see when you open the journal. So I had a video on this and I thought I would just start with this page because you don't get to see this page that often, right? It's a pretty page. I love the colors. This is so me. This is the name page and this is the front cover if you don't quite remember, and this is the November thankfulness challenge that I'm doing, and this is the last set of pages I have ready. And I will also be bringing in some of these washi tapes, and this wood one is from Journal Say and the rest of it is all from the washi tape shop. And these are all some of the pattern paper, the stickers, these are like the PET flakes and just comes off. You will see how easy it is to use them. So I'm planning to bring in as many of the fall colors for one last time in my daily journal because when December 1 hits, it all switches to the holiday mode, right? So I have lots of stickers in that season as well, even though I don't quite celebrate Christmas. And I do have some of these already picked out, and these were some of the decorated. I will have all the names and all the links and shops, all of those linked in the description. And these are all from Journal Say, and you can use my code Priya for 8% off. And it's usually a better deal even when the Black Friday is going on, which is currently happening. So you can see that I have a few things I have picked out, and I'm just counting the number of pages that will last me until the end of the month so that I can just start December with full holiday spirit, right? So I'm just going ahead and I will be doing some simple Dutch doors again, but again, I will be trying something a bit new. So I'm just lining up the distress oxide towards the edges of the pages, which will be the finishing pages of the Dutch doors. So I'm thinking that I will bring some of these bigger elements in the background so that it can be visible, and then you will see how the smaller Dutch doors come out. So I would like to have, this is like a gorgeous scenery. It's like an outdoorsy, something like a sunroom, right? So you have that cozy sofas and the couches and all the fall foliage outside. Sorry about that glare. It will get better, I promise. So I'm just saving that scraps on the paper, on the backing rather. And these, I had used these similar lights, and these are very decorative, and it does have a bit of a shimmer to it. You will get to see that in the final flip through. And these are some of the perfectly made stickers, as in they have branches and lights all hanging from both the sides so that I can pick what will work for the shapes. And I also have this tree houses with a couple of those late fall kind of trees, which are almost there in the sense it is ready to shed its leaves entirely, the really dark brown tones. So I thought I will create like a whimsical fall outdoor scene. And I also wanted some romantic lighting and some of the lighting with all the lanterns hanging. So I thought I will try and combine it with the blue, which is on the opposite side of the color wheel. But then I thought it just looked very weird. I do kind of lay it down to see if I want to bring in the blue, because by now I'm really getting tired of the oranges. But when you will see why I stuck with orange in the last. And these are all like the castles and the garden scenes and the bottles. These are all part of a series. So you can pick um, the bottles individually in each color, or you know what I mean? Look at this. It just looks so off. So I decided to kind of decide on the layout before I went ahead and finalized my design, because they are very easy to come off, but at the same time they're really thin, so you might not want to put them through a lot of stress because it might tear. I'm not sure. I've not tried. I would not do it. So once I have the layout, so this is another romantic lighting is the name, if I'm not mistaken. So I will have, as I mentioned, I will have all the links to the individual products in the description. So that way you need not worry about what the name is. You will get lost if you decide to shop journal, say, and over, I believe $20, $29 or $39 or something, they do have free international shipping. So you shouldn't be worried about the shipping cost, right? Because there are so many amazing products out there on the website, and with all the amazing sales going on, it is stunning. So I'm laying down those elements one by one, just making sure that I have all those placed, and see what I mean. I just put that down, and then when yes, I go ahead and even add the castle, and then it just, you have to sometimes see it even after putting it out, because I had to get up and check on it before deciding to pull it all out. And yeah, I would like it to be a bit more straight, so just letting it go off a bit off the page. It does have a bit of a shimmer, all these stickers and the washi flakes. And this one is from, again, it is part of a wood series or something was the name. I will have the name in the description. I had used similar wood patterns in my currently page for November, and this has a bit of a, you might want to be very careful when you take off the tape, because it has a backing and it's really thin, paper thin. The reason I try to stick to such elements is I hate, you see what I mean? This is how it comes out. And yeah, you can rip it. It's really thin and so easy to use. And yeah, I try laying it down, but then I decide I kind of remembered that the right page will be cut, so that is why I did not do it. I'm holding off on that. But you will see how it all comes together. And yeah, I was standing up to check what is happening, as in I wanted to see what it looks like, and I thought I will bring some of these other elements also. This is like a pattern paper or a scrapbook paper kind of thing, and it is, you have two pieces of each. And I thought I would bring in this some animal to bring the colors together, but then yeah, they look very off because of that straight edge. I put that away, and I'm just trying to bring in those colors without kind of overdoing it, because this is my space for journaling. And I thought I would go with something simple, but then I decided to do something a bit more fun, just because this was the last week I get to kind of use these fall stickers for now. And I do have my creative journal set up coming for the last week around the Halloween time. So, no, sorry, not the Halloween time, the Thanksgiving time. But then again, I'm making sure I count the pages because I need to stretch that until the end of 2024. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have the elements all used. So that is something you can plan ahead a bit. And I also had a video where I shared how you can start thinking about all the Black Friday sales and all the amazing products that will be coming before you decide on your final lineup. So, my series Prepare for 2025 is currently happening, and I had my first video out. And stay tuned for more in the series where all the thought process and all the other things you might want to consider will come out. So all of these the outdoors, the shops and all that, these stickers are from Planny Thing. And I want to bring in some more of those bright orangey tones. When I think once I had that in is when I decided that the blue colors need to come off because it was so off. And next I will come and decorate this page. Yeah, it was really throwing me off, and I'm just trying to remove that star lighting to make sure that I can take off those stickers. Yeah, just put it back on the backing and you're good to go. And this also comes off. And let me know if you have decided on your lineup, what your process is, and what stage you are on with your decisions. Because as an international planner, I need to plan a bit ahead so that things can get to me on time. And I do plan to test out a couple of new brands. My norm is usually one or max two brands, if I can, to try and test. So in 2022, I tested Coco Daisy and I tested Heidi Swap, not planners related. I mean, not just planners, the stamping, all of that I did. I did test that out. And in 2023, I'm not sure what I did. Yeah, in 2024, not entirely intentional, but I tested the Laurel Denise, which came in as part of my needs because I wanted a place dedicated for my son's. He is in high school, my eldest son, and his activities and things were just getting too much. So, as in the process, the whole application process for universities. And I thought it would be a nice place where I can have a dedicated space for just his stuff. So, that is where the functional planners from Laurel Denise came in, and I am absolutely loving it. Just keeps everything simple, very minimal decorations. I mean, very minimal in the sense I don't just sticker it up like what I do with the Happy Planner stuff, but I still have some of the stickers down, but I keep it as functional as possible, so it is coming out to be really handy. And as you can see, I'm just trying to create a scene there. And these are kind of glossy, so that is why there is a bit of a reflection depending on the angle the stickers are laid down. And I'm just trimming the edges here just to make sure I have those scraps put to use. And I forgot to trim the top portion, which I realized very, very late. So I'm just saving all those scraps in the on the backing that is from all the used stickers. And I'm trying to line up around along the right edge of the page. And now I will start building on the other layers. There are two more pages in between this front and the back pages, and you see how the Dutch door is coming together. So this will be something, I've done these smaller Dutch doors, but I want to try something different because it used to be just plain pages in between, and this time I'm bringing in some more decoration along these pages so that it can be a nice element or another layer when you cut. And when you look at the pages from the front, you will see something popping up, and this will be kind of the fun effect I'm going for, and just making sure that this will be spaced in between all the gaps I have, and bringing in the lace washi from the washi tape shop. This seems to be my favorite these days. Yeah, I did not cut it straight, not this time too. Did not come out straight. I think that's better. That's what happens when you kind of try and do it at such an angle. And I'm bringing in my gyro cut again, just making sure that, yeah, just the straight lines don't work very well with the gyro cut, but I kept it as straight as possible. And this will be the other space where I bring in my Fisker ceramic trimmer just to cut along the spine there, just making sure I don't tear into the bottom pages or tear into the actual binding, which affects the integrity of the journal. And if you've seen my Archer and Olive haul, or what Archer and Olive sent me from the latest winter release, I think you can guess what my daily journal setup is for the upcoming year, the start of the year at least. So I'm just cutting along there and making sure that I trim around the elements, and that is one page all set. So I will have to come and round the pages for sure, but then it is not quite as urgent because I need to make sure I layer the elements, and I'm making sure that this symmetrical aspect of the page, which I also insist on. And this lace washi from the washi tape shop, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at the washi tape shop. And planning thing. And the journal is from Archer and Olive, and it is the B5 journal, and the same code works there also. So let me know in the comments if you picked out an advent calendar for opening in December already, because Planning Thing still has their advent calendars available. If you have not checked that out, it's a beautiful set of stationery, mixed items, unique, exclusive items available in the box usually. And it's nice to see all the unboxing and all the products being revealed. So it is really nice if you like fun surprises, and if you're a stationery enthusiast, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off when you pick up the advent also, which is an amazing deal, right? Arch and Olive also came out with their advent calendars. The physical ones sold out in a couple of days. Here, that's what usually happens, but they have a simpler gift if you have someone in your life who loves art stuff and creating stuff and getting creative. So, a perfect stocking stuffer will be their art advent calendar, and my code Priya10 works on that as well. So if you are still debating on what to get for that special member of your family who, or your friends rather, who loves something creative and still you're still undecided, so you might want to check that out. The Unbound Art Advent Calendar is what they're called, and it's like a creative course you can have. It's nice to dip your toes into that if you have been keen on trying, and it is a great way for the value that is. And just bringing the next layer, and I'm this time bringing the black washi so that everything can pop, because that's the beauty of the black one, right? It just makes all the other colors pop, especially against these gorgeous patterns on the lace. I'm loving this lace washi. So if you have not checked out the washi tape shop and this amazing collection, it comes in a pack of five or six, five to my knowledge, and you get a mix of brown, a forest green, a beige, a white. So especially for the blackout journals and all the darker colors, the white lace washi will be quite a romantic and dainty looking scene. And I'm removing the next set of Dutch doors. I don't think it cut all the way through, and that is some nice fun elements. And I'm going to cut around that edge just so that I can have a bit more of a finished look with the lace. And I really love these layering options when it comes to the Dutch doors, and that is why I try to bring that in whenever I can. And this is pretty much the frame, and this will be the nice finishing touch. And I got to use a lot of my stickers from the stash because yeah, using up our stash is always happy. And I'm bringing in the symmetrical sizes because the exact same things need not work, and I don't want the same bottles on either side. So I'm bringing in this fun bottle in a series. I think, I'm not sure about the name. I'll have the product linked. I've used it in various colors in my creative journal and in here. And for for the price that you pay, you get an amazing collection, especially with all the sales happening. And these are such fun components to bring in, and you do have lots of options with these. So that is why I thought this will be a nice fun component to bring in. Can you see all those holographic effects? And I'm using the ceramic knife to just cut around at the spine so that I could have just left it there, but I just did not want to have that weird looking stuff sticking out. And just trimming off some of that extra part of the sticker that's sticking out and just using that scrap to fill some of that white space. And I will be using that string lights to kind of use up along that edge. And I will be bringing in some coats, and I'm not bringing boxes this time. So that is something new. I don't really add lines to my journal, but I thought this time I will. And I'm using some of those scraps to fill some of that white space. I should have actually waited to trim off the edges along the top of the page as well, but I forgot. And yeah, once I had all the pictures and the video, everything all done, then I was just looking at it, and then I saw that some of the stickers are off the page at the top. Can you see? So that is something I did later, but I don't have that in the pictures. And I'm bringing in the distress oxides now, just maybe some of the floor of the whimsical scene, just some fun colors and things to look at. And I think fall in itself, this is how it looks, right? Lots of oranges and lots of browns, and this the trees starting to shed all their gorgeous foliage. And then yeah, so I'm just trying to see if I can fit any of these scraps in there, but looks like not. And yeah, some more distress inks around the edges. And it's always a creative thing. I try to round the corners, but because of all the different shapes going on, it was just not happening. So I just used my scissors to round the corners, which looks more appealing to me. And I think with the other, yeah, just picking two mile liners to go with it. And I usually don't, so it is kind of weird. So I'm just, these are all huge quotes that you see. So I see what I'm doing here. So then I thought I would just come and cut that. But then the letters or the alphabets in the quote are kind of intertwined. I don't want to cut off any portions of the letters. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just cutting this big quote into smaller components so that I can use it across all the 4 pages. And this will go here, and I think it goes with the whole vibes. We are talking about all the fall elements and all the cozy vibes and the crisp mornings, all the good stuff, right? So that is the next set of the phrase, and one goes here. And I think that's pretty much it. And I'm just using these 2 colors to kind of draw some lines, and this will be the finishing touch that we will be doing. So I'm just going ahead and doing that all across the space so that it does not show through to the other side, but yet keep it within the space. And yeah, please come follow me on Instagram. I will have my details down in the description, where I do share a bit more of the spreads and of course a bit more of my personal side on. I will have all the links and shops and codes all in the description. And please check out the Prepare for 2025 series, where I come and show you all the preparations going on to start the year right. What will stay, what will go, and what new things are coming. You might have gotten a sneak if you checked out the part 1, which is the wish list. And stay tuned for all the Cyber Week and the Black Friday stuff coming. If you liked today's video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. And also, please check out this video, which shows you all the amazing spreads I've done in my daily journal setup. I would really appreciate that. And I will do a full flip through. And before that, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.